Balance is key, because it truly is. So, well, I've been running since I was in 5th grade. I started like intramural running and I fell in love with it. I used to hate running, but then one day my dad's like, oh, you should try it. And I said, why not? So that's where it all began. I loved it. I won my first little mile race and I was like, oh, this is fun. So that's where it started. Ran in middle school and did track for the first time when that started. Then high school. That was exciting for me because I really wanted to be on varsity. Freshman year, I was not the best runner. I definitely didn't go into it with a lot of miles under my belt, not knowing you really had to train. So that was a long experience. We had some girls on our team that worried a lot about what they ate and really had this like mindset of, I need to eat really healthy to run fast. And me being a sophomore, it was actually one of my friends at the time who was also a sophomore, who kind of ingrained in my head, because she was faster than me, and she kind of ingrained in my head, like, in order to run fast, you need to eat healthy, you need to be skinny. I just always have been the kind of person to follow what I've been told, and I'm not very good at sometimes taking the leadership role, so instead of like a different person just being like you do you, if you want to eat healthy, you eat healthy, like I'm gonna run my own, do my own thing. I was kind of the opposite. I was kind of like, well, if you're gonna do it, then I need to do it because you're a fast runner and I want to be just like you. I want to run fast too. So that's kind of where it all influenced me, and I kind of had the mindset where if I don't get smaller, if I don't get fitter, then I'm not gonna run as fast. It all started was just wanting to be healthy, like not understand. It wasn't necessarily what I was eating because I was eating all the right things. I was eating the fruits and vegetables and grains, but what it came down to is I wasn't eating enough, and that is so important when you're a runner. Running has always been my escape. So I would worry about, I've always been a nervous person, and running has always been something I can just go do and feel better. And with eating and everything, it was always nice to know that, it almost gave me the relief of I'm exercising and pushing my body so hard that it's okay to go have ice cream. And that was always the thing for me, is from like the whole beginning, is I never thought of it as, oh, I want to be skinny. Because I always, I never had a problem with my body, but I thought I needed to be fitter. I thought I needed to be more toned, and I thought the only way to do that was to eat less and eat healthier and run more. From the beginning of track my sophomore year till about the last few races, I was running great. I was getting PRs, I was running, coaches were impressed. I started to feel like all of my hard work was paying off, and it didn't seem like any diet that I changed was doing anything. And that's when the scale started to go down. I remember being a normal, healthy weight. I was like a normal teenage girl, and I remember one day just like weighing myself, and it went down like 5 pounds. I'm like, oh, I look the same, this is no problem. And I remember sitting in the doctor's office, and this was after I started going to counseling and started going to therapy, and it was, and this was also after my doctor had told me that if I don't gain the weight, I'm not going to run again. And that scared me, and she started talking about all this stuff about how, after doing a lot of tests, she was saying stuff about how I do have an eating disorder, and that like stopped me right in my tracks, and I instantly started to tear up. And she told me that I had something called orthorexia, which is it's kind of like, it's different than anorexia in the sense where you still eat and stuff, but food is very black and white. So there's things that are good that you will eat and things that you won't eat. And the things you won't eat, you will just not eat, cut them out. And it kind of all clicked for me, because I used to be the kind of person that would eat when I was hungry and stop when I was full. It was like now I would eat the same diet all the time. I'd have the same lunch every day. I wouldn't have a treat after dinner. If my parents would say, let's go out to eat, I'd immediately get nervous and feel like I had to check the menu to find something that I would like. And it kind of was taking over my life, not only with running, but with everything. It's nice to know that I have people around me to support me and people to eat stuff that makes them happy, and it kind of gets me out of my comfort zone and lets me be able to know that it's okay to go have ice cream. It's okay to have fries on the pizza line or whatever, and it's still a huge step, and it's still something I'm scared to do. I pass it up a lot, but I have a lot of people that encourage me, and it's definitely something that's helped me a lot to have people that are there to say, hey, like you should have that chicken over there. And like I may not do it all the time, but it definitely like gets me thinking, and it makes me feel good to know that my teammates and my friends are there to support me. And who are me?
Yeah, who are you?
Well, I am Maida Laundrie. I am a college runner who is confident now.